bet you're wondering what a big handsome fella like me is doing in this here seat with some S&S products. Guys, we're going to launch a new thing called Diesel Highlights of the Week with PDP. Today's highlight, we're talking about CP4s. We've had a lot of CP4 failures come through the shop. For instance, this right here is about $50-something thousand in CP4 failures. Well, there's only 4 pumps. How do you get that? One of these pumps actually failed to the extent of causing catastrophic engine failure. We ended up getting a short block. So we're going to talk about the products that we use to prevent CP4 failures from happening. And then in the event a CP4 failure does happen, what do we do to make sure it doesn't happen again? Because these repairs, they are not cheap. You can be, depending on where you're at, anywhere from as cheap as 11 to as high as 15. I say that, it's probably could be way cheaper or way higher, who knows? Guys over at S&S make a killer product. I honestly wish, and maybe it's in the works, who knows? Guys over at S&S would get with Ford Motor Company and put these in from factory. Right now our hot street truck is in the quest for 1,500 horsepower. That's what we're shooting for. We're gonna have a DCR in the valley pushing it. So again, want to do a diesel highlight of the week. What you're gonna get off of these episodes is, we're gonna do one a week, is we're gonna showcase one product, what that product does, why you should put it on your truck, and the cost of that product. This is the guys over at S&S. This is a DCR conversion kit. What you're going to get in the box is, one, a well-packaged assembly. For two, you're going to get the installation instructions following everything you're going to need to replace this CP4 with the DCR. All of our guys, all of our technicians, they've done so many of them, but even our new guys that come on, these things are to the T. They don't have any issues, any questions. These things are perfect as far as the installation instructions. So a little bit on this shelf, or on this desk anyway, is everything that's going to come in this kit. So everything down to your fuel line clip, Loctite, you know, your little fittings and stuff, and your caps. So some of your different variations, they're going to go from 11 to 2024. And a couple things to note about these kits. So you are going to be changing high pressure fuel lines, one of them being supply line, and then you're going to be changing the actual geometry of the pump. The DCR is completely different from the CP4. It doesn't look the same, it doesn't operate the same, nothing about it is the same. With that comes changes to the configuration from factory. Two things you're going to have to note is, in the installation instructions, you have to remove 2 of the mounting bolts that actually come from the front side of the block that holds down where your CP4 will mount to. Like I said, all that's going to be in these instructions, plain and simple, super easy to do. And then everything here in the hardware. So you've got your bracket going to go on the back side of the DCR that will allow you to bolt down your fuel lines that come across. And then, like I said, you actually change this whole fuel line itself. These are going to come for the early styles and the trucks that only have one sensor on them. That's what these caps are for. Again, all this is going to be plain and simple, black and white in the instructions. Now that we've got kind of everything that's consisted of in this DCR pump, we're going to tell you why this is our main go-to when we install it. So the CP4, there's a lot of other options out there and disaster prevention kits. While the DCR is more expensive, and it's also more expensive to install than any of the other prevention methods, this is the only kit that actually takes out the main issue itself, which is the CP4. The design of the CP4, everything about it is completely gone. This pump to me is equivalent of a CP3 conversion in an LML world. These pumps are robust. I have personally seen DEF run through them. I have personally seen bad fuel contamination jobs before us, and actually full contaminated metal in the fuel system. DCR still survive. We've seen gasoline run through them. Just a wide variety of things that if normally would have happened to a CP4, I mean, you'd be looking at a whole fuel system again. Or if it was the first time, you know, it's going to take it out. Everything from the, you know, IMV valve to just how it operates. And these things aren't as crucial as far as your timing goes. You do clock it and stuff. Go on the website, grab you one, come to the shop, give us a call, get one installed. Or, like I said, hit up the guys at S&Sdiesel. They make a killer product. Wanted to showcase diesel highlight of the week. This is on DCR conversions. These things are robust. They flow. I mean, these things are just an excellent product. Make sure you get the website. Hit up the website. Order you one. Call the shop. Give us a shout. Guys at S&S, give yourself a pat on the back. Call up old Ford Call up old Henry. Tell him you got a pump that needs to go in them old power strokes.